Hi, Karen Deis here, publisher of Mortgage Currency, and this is the December 2013 video update. So before I get started with the commentary this month, I just wanted to give you a recap of the year 2013. Okay, so this year we wrote 141 articles with updates that only affect loan originators. No servicing, no multifamily, just originators. And that means that there was an average of like 12 updates per month for you to keep up with. And while the help desk receives thousands and thousands of questions every year, we published 156 of them that we thought would help you get more loans approved because they had some obscure answers. In fact, a lot of them allowed us to provide additional charts and checklists, mortgage talking points, and Facebook and tweets to share with your real estate agents and your staff. So, okay, so here you have been asking for it. We finally did it, and you'll find it in this issue. We created 2 mortgage talking points for your real estate agents, one about qualified mortgages and the other of the ability to repay. Now, it's really a simplified version of explaining all of the changes and how it will affect your real estate agents and their business. So check it out. You can copy and paste it, put it in an email. It's set up as a Word doc so you can add your name and your picture and distribute it. Or some loan officers are using it as a video script and posting it on social media and their websites. Next, in this issue, you're going to find 4 different disclosures that you need to know about. Now, the first one is from the CFPB that released their preliminary Know Before You Owe forms. Now, mind you, they won't go into effect till August 2015. Right, 2015, so expect a lot of changes, but we posted the preliminary one so you kind of see what it's going to look like. It is really kind of cool because they've consolidated a lot of the forms. Second, the one disclosure that needs to be in place by January 18, 2014 are the appraisal disclosure forms, where you're going to be required to give a copy of the appraisal to the buyer. Now, I know you're probably saying, I already do that. However, there's a catch with this one. If the underwriter asks for additional comps, or if there is a field review, the buyer gets copies of those as well. So look at your internal system and make sure that that's going to happen by January 18th. Third, there's a disclosure for high-priced mortgages. You must provide a list of 10 approved homeowner counseling services and the completed counseling service certificate in the underwriting package. You'll find a link to all the HUD counselors in this article, and this one goes into effect on January 10th, 2014. And by the way, you know the rule about FHA, where the buyer's home went into foreclosure due to job loss, and now they only have a 1-year waiting period. This is the same list of HUD counselors that you can give them prior to originating the loan. And fourth, a form that HUD uses called the Transient Use of Property for condos. That form has been suspended indefinitely, and you no longer have to use it. Now, while Fannie and Freddie pretty much have left the loan limits the same for 2014, there are about 18 counties where they changed the loan limits. But HUD changed their loan limits, and you'll find a link for the download by county where you can check your area of the country. There are quite a few changes for HUD. In fact, we kind of took a quick look, and some of them have changed by almost $100,000. So take a look at that. And a quick update on Fannie DU 9.1. Back in November, we sent you an updated email where they updated it one more time. But they also created an FAQ with 16 questions and answers in regards to this update, so take a few minutes to look at that as well. Next, big change with VA when it comes to mandatory hookup to well and septic. if a public system is available nearby. It's no longer required unless it is law. It is mandatory that the local government requires that it be hooked up. Let your real estate agents know about that as well. In fact, we updated the mortgage talking points on that topic, and this is really cool. An FHA VA property screening checklist. It's one of the best we have ever created. That has been updated as well. It provides a list of minimum property standards from all of the FHA and VA guides. Great thing to give to your real estate agents, especially when they go out on listing agreements and the property may be financed FHA or VA. And now this one is for management, for HUD lenders, and just a few housekeeping updates. HUD has extended the recertification till May 31st, 2014, and for lenders reporting rules where there's suspected fraud or issues with the file, they've issued another 6-page bulletin explaining what needs to be reported and when it needs to be reported so you're not subject to any fines. So, here's my personal opinion. I think 2014 is going to be a banner year for more rule changes as CFPB and all of the rules go into effect and they start to be modified over the course of the year. But my hope is that your 2014 is your best year ever. So why subscribe to Mortgage Currency? Because getting a loan approved and closed these days is rocket science.